Am I the asshole for calling myself infertile when I can get pregnant? This title probably sounds stupid and nonsensical, so let me explain. Warning is for sensitive content just to be safe. So I was born with a birth defect I will not name of because it's very rare and can be used as identifying information. Basically what you need to know is I have a huge, very tight scar that covers my entire stomach due to it. Scar tissue, especially scar tissue that thick and severe, isn't elastic like skin. You can probably see where I'm going with this. I'm infertile on a technicality. I could theoretically get pregnant, but keeping it would be a death sentence because my abdomen wouldn't be able to stretch to accommodate it. It would be extremely dangerous and doctors have advised against it. This fact doesn't bother me that much. I'm gay and never wanted kids in the first place. Now on to what actually happened. I was at work and talking to a group of coworkers, all women my age, early 20s. I'd explain why that's the case, but that coupled with the vague information about my health issues would also be identifying information for anyone who knows me IRL. LOL. The topic of having kids got brought up and people were asking each other if they planned to have kids. I said I don't want kids, but I'm infertile anyway. One coworker asked me how I found out. I explained what I explained above, and she looked at me weird and said, "So you're not infertile?" I re-explained, and then she just got all mad. She said that I can get pregnant, so I'm not infertile. I reiterated that even if I can get pregnant, I still physically cannot have kids. Then she said I'm disrespecting people who are actually infertile. But what else am I supposed to call it? I argued with her, calmly because it's at work, but then she changed her argument and said it's rude to call myself infertile because I didn't want kids anyway, so I don't face the same struggles as infertile women who want kids. This one I can kinda understand. My infertility has caused me zero mental distress, and if anything I was happy about it because it means weird family members don't bombard me about having a baby. I would of course never say that to an infertile woman though. But at the same time, I never claimed to face said struggles. Also, this girl is not infertile, so I have no idea why she's getting offended on infertile women's behalf. One person was agreeing with her, but everyone else just awkwardly went silent, and the whole conversation died after that. No one defended me, and now she's going around telling people who weren't there I'm lying about being infertile. I thought this whole thing was beyond stupid, but the fact that no one defended me has me questioning. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm infertile. I went and read definitions of infertility, and my case fell under some definitions, but not others. That's why I came here. Edit. I'm just gonna clarify this, because some people seem to be assuming said coworker is infertile. I know for a fact she is not. My job's dynamics are not like an office or a retail job. We all know each other fairly well because we work closely together, and she was literally one of 2 other lesbians in the room. Impossible Smile 4113 said, "I'm infertile at this point, literally missing the equipment to get pregnant. So speaking on behalf of another infertile woman, I would consider you infertile. If you cannot, not even a chance, carry the pregnancy to term, how would one identify that as anything other than infertile? Infertility is generally defined as the inability to get pregnant after 1 year of trying, or 6 months for women 35 and older, or the inability to carry a pregnancy to term. Your coworker is insulted you don't want kids. Not that you can't have kids, so she's trying to gatekeep what terms you can use even though it still applies to you. She can F off." And TA. Ella Ferris Ketchup said, "And TA. But oh man, they are. I'm infertile AF. My kids are the product of my 18th IVF cycle. If you can't have kids because you can't get pregnant, you're infertile. If you can't have kids because you can get pregnant but have recurrent miscarriages, you're infertile. If you have a physical reason why pregnancy is a really, really bad idea for your body, you're infertile. If you can't get pregnant without science because your partner doesn't have testes, you're suffering from social infertility. You still belong."